is an indispensable and fundamental element of the Constitution comprising the basic part, the purview. So gave on the High Courts and the Supreme Court is a piece of the sacred basic structure of Constitution of India judgment. The Honorable Supreme Court held that any law abridges or abuses fundamental rights even embedded in the Ninth Schedule should be nullified in the exercise of the judicial review intensity of the court. The validity or invalidity would be tried on its benefits in the light standards set down in this court. Further, the Honorable Court held that all changes to the Constitution made on or after 2M44, 1973, by which the Ninth Schedule is correct by incorporation of different laws in, that will must be tried on the standard of the basic or fundamental highlights of the Constitution as reflected in Art. 21, 14, and 19, and the standards hid them. Supreme Court further said that judicial review is a part of the basic structure of the Constitution. Thus, no law can be immunized from judicial review, even by a constitutional amendment and insertion of such law in the Ninth Schedule ratio decidendi. The object behind Article 31b is to expel troubles and not to demolish Part 3 or judicial review. The precept of basic structure is propounded to spare the basic highlights. Exclusion of fundamental rights would bring about invalidation of the Basic Structure Convention, the object of which is to ensure basic highlights of the Constitution. Accordingly, the addition of laws and guidelines in the Ninth Schedule, despite being reasonable, won't make any such laws or guidelines resistant from judicial review. Concepts highlighted. The judgment in IR Coelho overwhelmingly reaffirms the principle of the basic structure. Undoubtedly, it has gone further and held that a constitutional revision which involves infringement of any fundamental rights which the court views as shaping piece of the basic structure of the Constitution, then the equivalent can be struck down contingent on its effect and outcomes. On account of the basic structure precept, the legal executive can't be denied of the intensity of judicial review, nor can the standard of law be revoked. Again, because of this precept, federalism can't be devastated and states made vassals of the center. The terrible encounters of the crisis timeframe have additionally added the hugeness to the intensity of the judicial review, which is the most remarkable cure against the state mediation and security of fundamental rights. In the Indian setting and experience, considerable increases coming about because of the basic structure principle and a rampart against further disintegration of basic fundamental rights. In the landmark judgment of IR Coelho Dead by LR's Vir State of Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court navigated the intricate waters of constitutional law, examining the boundaries of legislative power vis-a-vis fundamental rights. This case, decided in 2007, unpacks the tension between the state's authority to amend the Constitution and the inviolability of the right